Welcome to another Compassion Works for All video. Here we are on a beautiful fall day. The leaves have been turning. The river has been a little frozen, but today it's beautiful. You might see that boat putting around the river, making a big wave. It's a perfect temperature and a beautiful, beautiful time to be outdoors and walking. Whenever I go down to the prisons that I visit, a lot of times when I come in, the people that live there behind the bars say, "What is it like outside today?" And I'll say, "Oh, it's cold, or it's rainy, or it's hot." And they say, "I wish I could go out." And of course, many can go out for yard call and walk around a cage. But to go out, oftentimes they have to go through a security clearance, and then they have to go through security again to come back in. And sometimes that security clearance is pretty rigorous, and sometimes it's humiliating and difficult. And many say it's not worth it to go outside, although they long to be able to go out where they can be free. It's hard to remember not to take wonderful things that we have in our life, whatever it is, for granted, and to be grateful for even little things, like being free. Many times I hear people in prison speaking to each other, inspiring and mentoring and trying to grow others, and they say, "I'm grateful in the morning just waking up. If it weren't for coming to prison, I would probably be dead on the street." In many of the units in our state prisons, we have what's called Pause in Prison, a program where dogs who are about to be euthanized are taken to the prison, and many of the inmates have had special training in teaching these dogs to be good house pets and to be service dogs. So many of the people in the prisons I see are dog trainers, and they love their dogs. They are so grateful every day to have a dog and to learn to love and train and get this dog ready to go back into the world. In a sense, the dogs were on death row and have a new life. Well, the inmates who are training them, even though they were not on death row, and even though they may never leave prison, they have a new life too in loving the dogs and taking care of them. Even the others in a barracks or a unit who are not dog trainers themselves, because the dog trainers have to meet very high standards of not getting in trouble for a number of years and being very reliable people. But others in the unit who aren't dog trainers, those dogs go make the rounds of everybody and play on the floor and roll around with other guys and make friends with the others, and they too benefit from having these dogs to cuddle and love, and many, many hearts are healed through relationships with these dogs. So if I ask them, what are you grateful for? Many would say, for my dog, or the dog in my unit, or my friends that I help. And here most of us are out in the world. We may have dogs or cats or pets or children or partners, family, friends, jobs that we love, or even visions of where we are going to in our life. Growing and evolving, we see a future of great possibilities. Even though they may not be perfect, there's so much more than many have. It is a remarkable practice to say, I practice gratefulness. I practice giving thanks. I practice transforming my negative judgments and losses and the feelings of despair over what I don't have into looking for appreciation. What do I appreciate each and every moment? It certainly is never perfect for anybody. But if people who live in dire circumstances can look around and say what they're grateful for and really mean it, then most of us, we can recognize that our grumpiness is often coming from a place of not seeing our blessings. It's an attitude more than a real lack of what we need to sustain us. So try practicing gratefulness. Try looking around even at the little things and being grateful. And when we catch ourselves in a grumpy mood, or feeling deprived or lost, can we change that into appreciation for what we do have? You will be healthier and happier. Thank you for watching all of our Compassion Works for All videos, and we'll see you again soon.